Welcome, my friends and family and all those that have tuned into my channel again. Barb's Inspirational and Crafts. I so appreciate you giving me a chance on YouTube. I'm working on getting this down to where I'm supposed to be with it. I'm slowly learning this, how to figure all this out. I always believe, I've had for a long time, that you're not too old to learn. As long as you can breathe, you can still think. You may not be able to be real mobile, but if your mind's thinking, you can still create in your mind. Sometimes, even if you can't, like I said, you're not very mobile, you don't feel very good, but you can create stories in your mind. And of course, I hope you're taking time out to pray and ask the Lord to help you, strengthen you. I was dwelling on, I put this on my Facebook, I think it was this morning channel, but I wanted to share this with you on YouTube because everybody's not on my Facebook channel. But I was dwelling on earlier this morning things we have today in this world, this time period, against 100 years ago that our families did not have. So, I told you, I think it was a couple of days ago, my mother's birthday was February the 1st, and she turned 99 years old. She's really, really close to 100. The Lord lets her live another year. She's pretty good, pretty healthy in her body, but her mind, she does have dementia. But she knows all of us kids. She has 4 children. There's 4 of us, but she knows all of us. She knows nieces and nephews and grandkids, great-grandkids, great-great-grandkids. Now, she doesn't maybe know all of them because there's a whole lot. And even people that don't have dementia, if you've got a big old string of 50 or 60 people in the family, it's maybe kind of difficult to remember their names. But thinking about her life, so close to 100, way back when she was 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 10 years old. Of course, I've got family stories. You got family stories of what they didn't have, what we have now, and what they didn't have back then. So I just Googled. You can Google anything. So I just put, give me 10 things that folks 100 years ago did not have that we have today. Most of it's technology, what they gave me. So the first one was internet and social media. They did not have that. I think they had a whole lot of social life. A lot of people. They had friends. They sat on their porches. They depended on each other, and I think they worked hard. They didn't have a whole lot of time to do social stuff. But anyway, internet and social media. It was more word of mouth. Now Google didn't say all that. I'm just putting that in, just common sense, huh? So then 2, they had smartphones and cell phones. Yep, 100 years ago. We really have moved on up with the phones, haven't we? And number 3 was personal computers, laptops. 4 was streaming services, instant entertainment. See, that's all technology. They didn't have all that. Now, there was people in rooms and off and outside and wherever they were studying, trying to figure all this out. 5, they have advanced medical technology. They didn't have what we have, what they know now about what they do about diseases and medications that can help you to live a good quality life. They didn't have that. 6, this was 6. They got GPS. That was the next one down, but they probably should have been up there with the technology. And then 7 was air conditioned. 8 was commercial or home microwave ovens. And 9, credit cards, digital payments. Now, we all know in history that there was credit. There was bartering and owing. They would get their supplies and they would charge it for a month, or they would work it out. They would trade things to get what they needed here, and that person needed this, or labor. So as far as credit cards, there was credit. So it was just a little bit rougher, and in a way it was probably a lot safer, because with the credit cards now, it's there. It's just instant. Oh, I want that so bad. I could just charge it. American people are billions of dollars in debt. These people 100 years ago, I don't know how much in debt they got, because it was really hard to pay for something. That's really something to think about. That was just now come to me when I mentioned that. The credit line. And I'm sure it really made them think. A lot of it was trade-off works as far as credit, that they would get something, maybe lumber or some groceries, maybe flour and sugar, whatever, and they would trade off, or they would promise some labor. And then 10 was space travel, satellites, technology. They didn't have all that. So that's 100 years ago. So I was thinking, well, another thing I didn't write down was the highway intersection. That system. All the roads that have been built, bridges that have been built, highways, giving you access to get to places. So 100 years ago, traveling was much different. So I was thinking about my own self 25 years ago. Now, you can do this yourself. I went 25 years. But you may not be old enough to go 25 years. If you're listening here, you may not be, you may be 25 and you'd only be 5 years old. What you had back 5 years ago, or when you were 5 years old, would definitely be different than what you have when you're 25. But if you're younger and you're 20 or 30, just go this route. What do you have now that you did not have 5 years ago? Now, I'm going to go 25 years ago because of my age. Well, of course, one is I did not have a cell phone. There was wireless phones out there. Well, at least in the movies, they had a car phone. Businesses had phones. But I did not have a cell phone. I did not have internet. I didn't have, I didn't have Facebook or YouTube. I didn't have that. I didn't have online shopping. 25 years ago, I didn't have that. Where I could order something, go pick it up, or they could deliver it. Now, this is another thing. I got a couple other things here. But thinking about online or delivery, I remember back, and some of you remember too, that when I was probably about 10, we're going to say at least 60 years ago, there was I guess it was a huckster truck. Seems like it was Fuller Brush. I may be wrong, but I think it was Fuller Brush. And they would come around like once a month, and they had all kinds of household goods and stuff. Mother was a stay-home mom. There was 4 of us kids. She stayed home. Daddy was the only one out working outside. Now, Mother babysitted, and she ironed. So she would buy some little things. I mean, things that she would might need right then. She never drove either. Mother never did drive. So if that truck had something that she needed and she had the money for it, I remember her buying things from that truck. I also remember we had an aluminum milk box that, and I was pretty little on this one, but I still remember it, that we would have our milk delivered. And it was in glass jugs. And every once in a while, it was a treat that Mother would buy some chocolate milk. But I remember that, and that was delivery. There was some delivery. And just like when I said where people were, they were farmers. There's been markets forever and ever, and they would trade off, and they could sell chickens and eggs and, even hogs and cattle. I mean, they were. I don't know for sure about the home delivery, but anyway, I do remember that truck, and I remember the milk. So anyway, another thing that I did not have, you guys are going to just laugh your head off. 25 years ago, it's been in existence forever. But I didn't have a garage. My husband and I lived out in what we called our little farm. We did not have a garage attached to our house. So I did not have a garage door opener and a key fob or whatever you want to call them to open up the garage door. I did not have that. Just thinking about back. So when he got so ill that we had to sell our place, that was very, very hard for me because I loved our place. Rough. We were just rough. Oh, and another thing I didn't have. I didn't have air conditioning. We did not have a furnace. We had 2 wood stoves, and that's what we heated the house with. As far as keeping cool, we had floor fans, and we had windows. Our little farm, we had a lot of trees and breeze. Now, we lived on a gravel road, so there was a lot of dust in the summer. We had wood stoves, so we had a lot of dust in the winter. But we did not have an air conditioner, and we did not have a furnace. So 25 years later, when we had to sell our place, and we were blessed to be able to buy this little place, and I have a garage attached. I do not have to get out of the weather to carry my groceries in. Thank you, Lord. And a garage door opener. And I have air conditioning and a furnace. I really am. Now, my husband got to enjoy it for about 4.5 years. You know, when we bought this place, I cannot think, and I may be stretching it a little bit, but it's really close to be 100% true that there was hardly ever a day that we didn't thank the Lord for the home that we were able to purchase and to have these nice things. And my husband, we both so enjoyed it, but it was such because he needed this, he needed air, and he did not have the strength anymore to do wood stoves and things. So those were just some sweet memories that maybe you all can think about. What do you have now you didn't have 25 years ago, or you didn't have 20 years ago, or you didn't have 5 years ago? Even think about last year, 1 year ago. What do you have now? Some people didn't have debt back then and they got debt now, or they had debt back then and they don't have debt now, and on and on and on and on and on. Well, so much for that. I wanted to share that. It was such a sweet thing of thinking about it, just being blessed, and that our parents and grandparents, they lived in that day. That's all they knew, but things were being invented and improving, and it was a blessing. It was such a blessing. All right, I want to show you some cute little crafts because I love crafts. I love sewing. I want to try not to make my video too long. But this, we have cards. We get cards and cards and cards. We get Christmas cards, birthday cards, Valentine cards. We get baby shower cards. We get wedding cards. We get anniversary cards and welcome cards and sympathy cards. We get cards, and they're nice. There's millions and millions of dollars paid to buy cards. Now the craft line, people that craft, they are making beautiful cards. But what do you do with them? Well, this is just a little sample because I've made a whole lot of other things with cards. This book looks absolutely ridiculous. I know it does, but I absolutely love this thing. This part, the outer part, was in the back. The hard part was just a little simple dollar store, Family Dollar, I think it was. Well, it was just like $1.50, or maybe not even that much. Notebook that I had bought. That I used all of it. It was just for my list, things to do and stuff like that. But every time I think about it and all the paper we have, why did I buy that? But I did, and I used it. So I thought, you know what? These are really some nice hard. This is a hardcover. So I took all the paper out. Then, if I can, the back part, I glued, well, let me see here. Let me see if I can get my phone down just a hair. Maybe that helped. So this is a Christmas card. And this was from some good friends that I just taped on. This very, very front one was an anniversary card given to me and my husband. And it was so precious. I loved it. And this was from some friends. I just glued this on the front. So then inside, I'm trying not to lose because I think I got some loose papers. There is more cards that I just kind of added in here. Just gift cards and funny cards. But I made some little tabs for the alphabet. And inside, I added paper. We just got paper. Some things with paper clips. Here's another card dividing the month. It was, let's see, that's the inside card because I wanted to keep that writing that person gave us. And then, this is another card for the letter C. And it was just a thinking of you card that somebody gave us. This is just an example. So all these little papers and cards, I think something just fell out and went on the floor. There's no telling what fell out there. I'll get it in a little bit. Here's a Mother's Day card that I saved from the family. So I put all this together and these papers, and then I just used yarn. I put holes in the paper and I just yarned it together. And in those papers is just some information that I wanted to keep, different people's birthdays. I know a lot of people have this on their phones. It's so convenient. We're going paperless. I'm just old school. I have birthdays and things on my phone, but I have things on here. Right now, it just looks real junky, but it serves the purpose for me. And I do need to really probably make a new one. I'm trying to improve on my stitching things together. So I love it. And then here's another one. This one here was some cardstock that I had. I made a monthly out of it. And then I would open it up, and there is some loose paper there. I made little pockets so you could put things in. And then, like here, all right, here's February. And then I would make a pocket and put this little cards and stuff in there for if I had a special weekends or week and somebody come to visit, and I would make notes of that, or someone knew that I met a new friend and when their birthday was, or new babies being born. This is old, but, and it's pretty well filled up. So I can't hardly, but these things about visiting and stuff is just maybe for that year or whatever. And then this one here is old too. I made this one in 2021, but I want to make more of these. Let me show you this. This is envelopes. Just envelopes where I glued them together. I put this little stretchy holder on it. We have envelopes. Comes with our cards. You just trash them. You just throw them away. It makes little pockets. And then, of course, I just made a little pocket here that you could stick a little, whatever you want to put in there. And so, different pages. They have events, or maybe you could, it's kind of like a scrap, what do you call those, the books where they do all the scrapping stuff. This has quite a few notes in this month, whatever happened there. Just stuff, you know, weather stuff. What do you keep? I don't have to keep this stuff, but I love these things. And so, and there, I love my little cow there. That's cute as can be. And this little notes, but they're just envelopes. This was a, let's see, that was an envelope that had a birthday card on it. There's my name. So, I have 2 ideas with this that I'd like to do. I want to share with you 2 new, I think, good ideas that I want to make out of these out of envelopes. One, it'd be pretty neat if you just put all kinds of these envelope sizes together, glue them together like this, put your little pretties in there, and you have your pockets. So then get gift cards. You could get $5 gift card, or put $5 in there, or just some ones, things like that, in each month. So when your child, your grandchild, your great-grandchild's birthday comes around, and you made this pretty homemade envelope folder, you could put their name on it, and every month there will be a gift in there, a birthday gift, but when they open that up, there will be something in there for the whole year, because you've got something stuffed in there. You could put tickets in there, looking at you know that they're going to like. You could put restaurant gift cards. You could just put cash gift card or cash. Think about that one. Then another thing I thought of, all the money folders that they sell that you do put money in, and then you can put, say like you're saving it for your trip, you're going to put money back for gas, for groceries, for your eat outs, for your fun, you know, down, maybe a lot of you go to concerts and things, but make you put these envelopes together and then name each envelope, and then start putting your savings in there. Put you some goals in there. If you're saving for birthdays, add up how many birthdays that you normally buy for. If you have 20 people, I'm just going to throw this out, and you know about how much you spend for each person, well, that particular folder would be dedicated. Now, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people just, they have the money just to go get it, or they just charge it. But you crafters, that's a fun way to do that, and it's also fun just to save it. So anyway, there's that. Those are things that I wanted to share with you. And also, let's see, where am I going with this? I want to give you a good word here. Our Pastor Sunday service was so good. I hope you all are in church somewhere. Boy, we need it. We need the Lord. We need help. We need protection. We need the love of God working in us. So I'm going to give you this. He talked on chapter 143, Psalms 143. I'm only going to pull a few verses out of this, but he talked on the whole chapter. So good. This very first verse, Psalms 143. If you're praying about something, listen to what David prayed. And David, it said, was a man after God's own heart. He really loved God. He messed up on some things, but God really loved him because David's heart was toward God. He wanted to do right. So the first verse, hear my prayer, O Lord, give ear to my supplication. In thy faithfulness, answer me, and in thy righteousness. Oh, that is so beautiful. So beautiful. What a prayer. You know, if you don't, a lot of people don't, have told me, different people, when I said, we need to pray. I have had several people say, I don't know how to pray. You just talk to God like you talk to your friends. I'm talking to you. You're listening. If I could hear you, you'd be talking back to me. So we're talking to God. You could take this prayer right here. This very first verse. Open that up. Psalms 143, verse 1. Get with yourself. In a place by yourself, and read that. And you can confess to the Lord, Lord, I don't know how to pray. Please, please hear my prayer, oh Lord. Here's what I'm asking you. I don't know how to ask for it, but I'm asking you, Lord, please hear my prayer. Hear my supplication. You're pleading with the Lord. In thy faithfulness, because he's faithful. Answer me. Please answer me. And in thy righteousness. In thy righteousness, meaning that when the Lord answers, it's going to be right and it's going to be good. And it's going to be good for you. It's going to be that when God answers something, it's the best. He wants the best for us. So when we have a prayer and he answers us in his righteousness, it's the best for you. Everybody's answers on their prayers. I could be praying something, the same thing you're praying, but our answers may be different because of the results of for my life and the results for your life. But it'll be righteous and it'll be right. Okay, I think I better wind this up. But I hope you have enjoyed remembering the things that you have and then you didn't have. Compare it. That might bless you. It might discourage you. I don't want it to. But if you had it once, you could probably have it again if you want it. But you know where you're at with that. And then the crap things, they're rough. But you have that stuff. Instead of putting it in your trash, you're putting it in the shredder. Make something out of it. Even your little kids would like to do something like that. So, and I'm a little kid at heart. And then this beautiful prayer, this whole chapter is beautiful. But that very first verse, it will help you if you're needing help. And I do my best to pray continually every day as much as I can. And but I still I can use that. I say that many times. Hear my prayer, oh Lord. All right. Take care of yourself. And thank you again. And hit the like button and subscribe. I'm trying to make this more professional looking. I'm just who I am. I'm just me. Rough little buttercup, I guess you could say. So take care of yourself. I hope to talk at you later. I so appreciate you listening.